All right, so we back. We're putting amp steps in right now. Man, I tell you, don't you love and hate the jobs that are supposed to be quick little 2-hour jobs, a little simple job you can easily knock out, right? Well, that's how I felt about this until I started getting into it. So as you guys know, amp steps came in. I was gonna make an install video doing it, but after doing a lot of YouTube and research, come to find out there's quite a few videos showing how to install them. There's only one good video showing how to install it on a 3rd gen Cummins, which is what obviously I have. That video helped me out a lot. It's like from 2016, but it showed me what exactly I needed to know because of the wiring situation. So I was under the impression that amp, you get the steps, you mount them, which is whatever, mount them up to the truck, get the cable, plug it into the OBD2 port, you're done, right? Well, on Dodge, no, it's not that, okay? So on the Dodge, what you have to do is you have to tap into your main wiring harness inside the truck, way up inside underneath the steering wheel behind the gas gauge. You have to tap in there. I'm going to show you guys in a second all of what I've been doing. Hopefully, I'm not going to hit every single wicket on how to install it. I'm just going to show you guys the big ticket items that I've ran into problems with. Hopefully it'll help you guys out in the event you're trying to do it. I know a lot of you guys got 3rd gens out there and you guys probably want steps one day. So this video is definitely going to help you guys with information, okay? And then also, like always, like, comment, subscribe. You guys are awesome at commenting, so I'm probably gonna stop saying that stuff because you guys are freaking awesome. All right, so let's get it started. First things first, actually, I probably need my headlamp. First things first, wiring, okay? So when you get, and this is, okay, rewind. You have to take this stuff out. I call it the chest plate, but once you take that panel off underneath your steering wheel, you gotta take this off. Okay, I think it's like 4 screws, 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. You gotta take all that off. Once you take that off, it just comes off, and then your OBD2 connector, it snaps in with these little tangs right here on the side. So you just want to snap them out, push it back. Hood latch, 2 screws, it sits like this. You just undo them, and then it's free. Don't worry about the brake controller. This is my trailer brake controller. That's optional. Same thing with my air gauge for my airbags in the back. Okay, so back to business. So when you get your amp steps from amp, you will not have the luxury of being able to plug it directly into your OBD2 port like I thought you would. I even went ahead and ordered a OBD2 port splitter off of Amazon because I was fully expecting to just plug it in here. I don't know, I'm assuming the OBD2 port does not send a signal because, I mean, there's only like 5 wires on the back of it. I'm assuming that the OBD2 port does not send a signal notifying of when the doors are opening and closing. So essentially what we did was the wires that lead in here that sense when the door opens and closes, we tapped into them. Now check it out real quick. So with the amp harness, you're gonna have 4 purple colored wires, okay? You're gonna have a purple and gray, a purple and white, a purple, solid purple, and a purple and gold. That purple and gold look good. I like that combination. That'd be a sick wrap. Anyways, yeah, so you get these, you're gonna have all of them. Now it's simple. All you have to do is color match these to the factory ones. Good news is the factory colors are identical to these colors. Amp made it to where it's color matching, kind of like wiring up in the radio. Here's what gets shitty, is accessing it, okay? And if you don't, and this video is gonna help somebody because I was not tracking where the bundle was. I was really confused. Okay, so let's say you got to this point where you take everything off, right? As soon as, if you're looking in here, this is your headlight knob. You come down, go right, you see this metal bracket here. Okay, you're on the way there, and then you see that ground bundled right there. It's not gonna be that, but it's gonna be behind it, okay? You guys can see, and I apologize for the lighting, but let me see if I can get y'all. There we go. You can see that bundle right there that I've tapped into. That is the harness tap that you're gonna be tapping into. And essentially what you're doing is you're just gonna find the same color wires that come with the amp wires in that wire bundle, okay? A couple other key notes: air dog pump. So if you're like myself and you have a lift pump, and I had to do this. If you have a lift pump and you can't, your lift pump's on the frame like how mine was or is, you need to do what I'm about to show you. All right, so if you're looking at my Air Dog, I removed the frame spacer block that used to go right here. Okay, so between this bracket and the plate that tightens, clamps onto the frame, I took that block out because what happened was my Air Dog was pushed out too far. So when the steps came back, and you can see where it contact, well actually you can't, when the steps came back, it would hit the filter. It didn't damage nothing, but it would contact it, so the steps couldn't go up all the way. So I went ahead and took that block out, and then also, it sucks, I wish I would have kept one. So when you take that block out, you're gonna have these long daddy bolts like this. I took these bolts out, I went to the hardware store and I picked up 4, I think they're 3/4 inch long 5/8 bolts. You can see I picked 4 of those up because I needed some bolts that were short, because if you use these original ones, dropping shit, if you use these original ones, they're obviously going to be sticking out super far and they're going to hit the filter. So I went to the Lowe's, picked up 4 of those, reused the lock nut or the lock washer and the nuts, and it came together good. Everything's all secured. When you're doing this job, make sure you have everything zip tied like this, have it out of the way, okay? You don't want nothing in the way of swinging the arm swinging, okay? Because it is a pinch point. I know for a long time I've been wanting to get the RBP power steps, but RBP, they don't make power steps for 3rd gen Cummins. I know I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys out there. I watched 6-7 Line, Ryan Mayer's video way back when he put his steps on, and I was like, that's pretty badass. I like the fact that he uses a magnet instead of tapping into your wiring harness bullshit like that. So RBP, somebody who knows RBP has an insider, if you're watching this, please come out with power steps for the 3rd gen Dodge Ram, okay? But yeah, I mean, other than that, man, it came together good. Those are big ticket things that I felt like you guys should know about when you're installing these steps. Mounting the steps to the frame is easy. It takes like 15 minutes each side. If you don't have a lift pump in the way when you're mounting it, it's gonna be a lot quicker. That's what took me a while, was figuring out where and how I wanted to go about getting it in there, getting it mounted, because the lift pump was in the way, because the arm. And then once I got it mounted, come to find out the step can't even go all the way in because it's hitting the lift pump. Once I finish this up, I'm gonna show you guys how it looks and works all together, all right? So show you guys in 3, 2, 1.
Ryan, listen.
Alright, you guys, so we just finished up with the installation. It's done. I'm so happy, excited that it's finished finally. It's really hot out here. I'm about to go watch some football. I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'm about to watch the Patriots beat up on the Dolphins. I'm pretty sure they already are beating up on them. But we got steps on, you guys. I'm just popping the hood real quick. Gonna show you guys how I routed and wired everything. So we got your typical power wire, grounded to the frame. Power wires here with an inline fuse. It goes down in there to a little box. That's your amp controller box that controls this, the brain for the amp steps. You got the harness, this harness right here. I zip tied this up here. This harness here running across over is going down to the passenger side of your amp steps. Let me show y'all what we're working with. So you come up, the door is open, it's just not fully open. So you come up, it works. If I close the door, 2 seconds later, pops up. Now you just heard that thud. That thud, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I really don't know what that thud is. Actually, I do know what it is, but I know why it's hitting it. Right there, the arm's contacting that, whatever, that part of the frame. I was tempted to remove that arm in more, but I'm fine with it. I don't plan on it being an issue to me. I'll show you in a second when I stand up. It is a little lower than the rest of the step going up. It's just one of those things, man, I swear. But I could have put it here. That's where Amp wanted me to put it at. I couldn't, because if you look up there, it was contacting that, which was making it not sit flush. It was super annoying, so I slid it down one, and I was finally able to get it. You know, it doesn't close all the way. There's like probably like an 1.5 inch gap on the outside you can see, but it doesn't bother me. And also another thing too is by it hitting that stop right there, it keeps the canisters, the filters from getting hit, which I'm fine with. And also the motor's up here, so the motor pulls this side up all the way 100% fine, which that's really what matters. I'm not worried about the backside dipping down a little bit. So that's what I did. I know I talked earlier about what I did to make the air dog clear, so you guys are tracking on that. If you have a Megacab with an air dog where I have mine at least you'll know now whenever you want to put these steps on. So like I was saying, the gap. So if you look right there, you can see the gap. It dips down a bit. It's not too bad, man. I'm a tall dude. I don't be looking down at my truck like that when I get to my truck. It doesn't bother me. One day down the road when I have absolutely nothing to do, maybe I'll fix it, but I doubt it, man. I'm not that petty and that small to be caring about that. All right, you guys. So my camera decided to overheat while I was filming, so I had to let it cool off. And I just got her idling right now, because when I undid the air dog, I did take the filters off. So I had to prime the water filter, put the fuel filter back on, etc., all that good stuff. But yeah, she's good now. Hell yeah. So, all right, you guys, this is it. Oh, well, shit, I ain't even done talking. So, with the truck, the steps, Amp, let me turn this off. Woo, look at that, I love it. All right, now I can think. I'm gonna leave that open. Okay, so I've heard good, I've heard bad about Amp steps. I'm gonna find out. I can't give you guys a review saying how reliable they are until, you know, time goes on. This winter will be a good test. Gets cold, a lot of cold days. The motors are gonna be working when I go hunting, stuff like that. It's gonna get dirt and mud all up in there. So Amp says in their packet and instructions to not rinse at the motor, but from the hinge down. So I don't know, man. If the motor can't get wet, that's an issue. But we'll see. But I dig it though. I dig it. Tell me guys what you think, okay? Once again, like always, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. If you made it this far, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment what you think about this video. If you like it, what you want to see next. Keep dropping comments down below about what you guys want to see next on videos, man. I'm going to try my best to, if it's within the budget and time. So thank you guys so much. Until next time, take it easy. Peace out. Give you guys one more little look. That's nice. That's where it's at right there. Oh, and the ceramic coat is doing bueno. So I was thinking, how can I get this to quiet down? Because that thump sounds real annoying. And I'm probably gonna do the other side too, but I just figured it out. I got this is a single-sided padding. You can get this from, people use this for windows and anywhere they need a seal at, bottom of your door. Get this from Lowe's, Walmart, anywhere, it's cheap. I had some in the garage. So I went ahead and put some down there where the arm was contacting it. Got that. Listen, quiet. It's pretty cool. So if you got Amp steps or steps that are making noise, find where it's contacting at, put some of this on there. I just got some alcohol spray and cleaned it out, cleaned the surface, stuck the tape on it. Works like a charm. So for those of you that made it this far to the video, obviously you watched the whole video in its entirety. I wanted to show you guys a little ceramic coat review, because I know I didn't get a chance to. So let's check it out. It just falls off. It just freaking falls off. Oh my goodness. Check that out here. Let's do it. Let's do it somewhere over here, off the fender. Check this out. Wow. Awesome. Hey, if you stuck it this far in the video, go ahead and comment your favorite color. Okay, we're gonna start doing this. Comment your favorite color into the comment box if you made this far in the video. Whoever comments first the favorite color, I got something for you. All right, out.